Good evening. Welcome to our platforms, nrpmediaja.com, also Facebook and YouTube at nrpmediaja. It's Tuesday, November 28, 2023. I am Lou Ann Bramwell Shakes with the NRP Evening News Roundup. Here are the headlines. Rights Group wants police commissioner to make a statement about treatment of 11-year-old. Ex-cop shot and killed at Kingston entertainment spot. Quake rattles Jamaica. More Haitians arrive. Some escape custody. Lawyer wants action on boys at traffic lights. And in sports, Glenn Maxwell hit the joint fastest T20 century for Australia as the Tories kept alive their series hopes against India in Guwahati. The news today is brought to you courtesy of Saritsu Communications, connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through convergence. Check them today by calling 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927. Saritsu Communications, we're here to serve you better. And now the news.
Hepburn's Glass Appliance is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 908-0962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
Human rights lobby group Jamaicans for Justice is calling on the Commissioner of Police to tell the country what action is being taken following a viral video that has caused alarm and controversy among many who have seen it. The video shows an 11-year-old boy from Arakabessa Primary School being restrained by a policeman who appears to have his knee in the boy's chest. Other police officers are seen standing by. The video emerged Monday. Reports are that the boy's father was pulled over by police at a traffic check. The boy and his sister were in the car. It is reported that a policeman appeared to be trying to hold on to the boy's father, with whom he was having verbal exchanges when the boy emerged from the car. The 11-year-old boy struck the policeman with his fist and ripped a portion of the lawman's uniform. The boy lost his balance and fell. The policeman held him down while the boy asked for water. He was restrained and made to sit on the sidewalk. Many comments on social media have harshly criticized the police. Executive Director of Jamaicans for Justice, Michael Jackson, says the action in the video could not be worse. She describes the police behavior as barbaric.
I don't think it can get any more barbaric than what we saw. This child is 11 years old, who is standing against 5 armed members of the security forces. I want us to think about what that child and his young sister would be thinking of, how traumatized they are during such an exchange, and what lasting impact and effect that exchange may very well have on these young children.
Ms. Jackson says in these videos of abuse by the police, the high command often remains silent.
In this regard, we're saying that silence cannot be the response. Silence for us signals lack of accountability. Silence for us signals lack of transparency. And silence for us signals police impunity. Now we are calling on the police commissioner to come to the public and let us know whether or not an investigation has commenced, even within the JCF itself, and following Indicom's involvement, what is the outcome of such investigations and the disciplinary measures that have been enforced against these law enforcement officers.
Executive Director of Jamaicans for Justice, Michael Jackson. An earthquake shook Jamaica about 1:27 Tuesday afternoon. It registered 4.2. The quake was felt in parts of eastern Jamaica. Its epicenter was 27 kilometers northeast of Kingston. There were no immediate reports of damage or injuries. Today's quake was not as strong as the one that rattled Jamaica October 30, nearly a month ago. Earlier Tuesday morning, about 11:32 local time, a 5.2 magnitude quake was felt in Barbados and some of the Eastern Caribbean countries. An ex-policeman was shot and killed at Marketplace, a busy business complex and entertainment center located along Constant Spring Road, St. Andrew, early Tuesday morning. Dead is 40-year-old Damian Coley, also called Panda. A security guard was also wounded in the incident. Reports are that Coley was working as a main security at a club at that location when a gunman approached and shot him in the upper body and head. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Police are investigating whether the murder was reprisal for an attack at the weekend involving 4 men. 9 Haitians were taken into police custody Monday following their arrival in Portland. Reports are that the Haitians arrived on a boat in Long Road, Portland, sometimes between Sunday morning and Monday morning. The boat was seen at a beach near a built-up area at Back Street, but the people who arrived on it were nowhere to be found. However, some personal items were seen at the beach. Police later intercepted a taxi and took the 9 Haitians into custody. They were being processed by the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency and the health authorities. It is believed that as many as 12 other Haitians who arrived escaped. The National Water Commission, NWC, says it is continuing to install new solid-state water meters island-wide. The NWC says the new meters are easy to read and do not require the Commission staff to access premises to get water usage readings. Gafar Ellis reports.
The National Water Commission says the new meters are an essential part of the process of making the enterprise more efficient and reducing the level of non-revenue water. They said this would also reduce the cause of disputes and disagreements and ensure that the NWC is able to accurately measure and collect for the water it supplies. According to the water provider, the new meters are rated among the best in the world and represent the most advanced water metering technology available. The NWC says the devices are approved by the Jamaica Bureau of Standards and other regulators. The Commission says there are many benefits to the NWC for replacing the age meters in the field with these best-in-class devices. And according to the NWC, the new meters are easy to read with a digital display providing a range of continuous information, including a feature that can be used as a leak detector. The new meters come with the capacity for remote reading. This means eventually this will reduce the need for NWC meter readers to access customer property on a monthly basis. The new meters will also enable water usage to be observed in real time over a period rather than at a fixed interval. The NWC is asking customers to give access to properly identified staff seeking to install the meters. I am Gafar Ellis for the NRP News Roundup.
Thank you, Gafar. Attorney King's Counsel Peter Champagny says something must be done about the young men and boys seen at intersections controlled by traffic lights across the capital city. Mr. Champagny says the boys represent a pool for being recruited into gangs and antisocial behavior. He said they were also often abused and used. He was guest speaker at the Jamaica Teachers Association Honor Roll ceremony, at which Maudlin Wright Shaw was named the latest Honor Roll awardee. Mr. Champagny believes that some of the country's legislation should be reviewed to bring parents before the courts over their responsibility to these young males.
The countless situations where you have young children at the intersection of various stoplights. Some of the ladies here are sometimes afraid, and some men too, afraid to drive on a particular road because of the annoyance and but that situation, I submit to you, creates fertile ground for recruitment of gangs. That situation creates fertile ground for youngsters to be abused, used.
He said there was a solution to the situation, and it was not to make criminals of young boys. Rather, it was to compel responsibility of parents.
The solution is to bring to book the parents who allow these children to be out there, to inquire into the circumstances. And some may want to say that perhaps it's time to revisit the situation of the truancy laws and all of that kind of legislation where it's an offense. Parents are to be brought before the court to give an explanation, to give an account. Why is your child out there? Where's the father? What is happening?
Attorney Peter Champagny. You are listening to news on NRP Radio, your primary Christian source for news, sports, and the weather on nrpmediaja.com. Reaching you where you are, no boundaries, no limitations. This information package is brought to you by Ceretio Communications, connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through convergence. Check them today by calling 876-333-1927 or 876-333-1926. Ceretio Communications, we're here to serve you better. And now let's give you some sporting information brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston.
Hepburn's Glass Appliance is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 9080962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
Now for our sports stories, we bowl off on cricket. Glenn Maxwell hit the joint fastest T20 century for Australia as the Tories kept alive their series hopes against India in Guwahati. Australia won the third of the 5 T20. Scores: India 222 for 3 of their 20 overs. Australia 225 for 5 of their 20. Maxwell smashed an unbeaten 104 not out from 48 balls in a knock which contained 8 fours and 8 sixes. India's Ruturaj Gaikwad equally brilliant 123 not out from 57 balls helped Australia set a target of 223, which they reached off the final ball. India now leads the series 2-1 with 2 matches to play. That's sports in our NRP Evening News Roundup, brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston. We promise to bring you a good news story as often as we can. If you know of or are aware of any event or person whose good story we should highlight, please send this information to our email address at nationalreligiousmediaja@gmail.com or call 876-336-9928. That's the local news and sports. Stand by now for the latest international news, courtesy of the Voice of America.
This is VOA News. I'm Joe Ramsey. Hamas started handing over more Israeli hostages on Tuesday to the International Committee of the Red Cross, a Palestinian official said, on the 5th day of an extended 6-day truce in the Gaza war. The official gave no further details, but the Israeli military, citing information from the ICRC, said 12 hostages were on their way to Israeli territory, 10 Israelis and 2 foreign nationals. If confirmed, the total number of hostages released by U.S.-designated terrorist group Hamas since the start of the truce last Friday would now stand at 81, including 60 Israelis, all women and children, and 21 foreign nationals, mostly Thai farm workers. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Tuesday said Israel will push for the release of all hostages held in Gaza without exception, a day after the pause between Israel and Hamas was on the verge of expiring and extended by 2 days. Dozens of hostages have been released since Friday during the pause of the 7-week war between Israel and the Islamist Palestinian group. Finland says it will close its entire border with Russia over migration concerns, AP correspondent Karen Chamas reports.
Finland's Prime Minister, Petteri Orpo, has said that Finland will close its last remaining road border with Russia, accusing Moscow of undermining Finland's national security. Finland already closed 7 of its 8 checkpoints along its border with Russia this month, following a surge in arrival of migrants from the Middle East and Africa. The government says Moscow is ushering the migrants towards the Finnish border. It has accused Russia of trying to create a migration crisis in Finland, following the Nordic nation's entry into NATO this year. I'm Karen Chamas.
And this is VOA News.
That was the latest international news from the VOA. Now for the weather report and forecast. The National Met Service is reporting that there's a significant feature of a trough across Jamaica. The trough is expected to remain until tomorrow. A ridge is then expected to build by Wednesday night and remain for the rest of the week. In the 24-hour forecast tonight, expect mostly cloudy conditions. Tomorrow morning will be partly cloudy. Tomorrow afternoon, isolated showers across sections of central and eastern parishes, partly cloudy elsewhere. In our 3-day forecast after tomorrow, Thursday will be partly cloudy with isolated showers across central and eastern parishes. Friday and Saturday will be mainly sunny in the morning and partly cloudy in the afternoon. Other current regional weather features: a stationary front is extending across western Cuba and the Gulf of Mexico. Minimum temperatures expected for Kingston tonight, 24 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature expected for Montego Bay tonight, 24 degrees Celsius. That's the latest weather report and forecast in the Evening News Roundup. With that, we've come to the end of our news presentation this evening. But before we go, here are the headlines once again. Rights group wants police commissioner to make a statement about the treatment of 11-year-old. Ex-cop shot and killed at Kingston Entertainment spot. Quake rattles Jamaica. More Haitians arrive and some escape custody. Lawyer wants action on boys at traffic lights. And in sports, Glenn Maxwell hit the joint fastest T20 century for Australia as the Tourists kept alive their series hopes against India in Guwahati. The full package of news today came to you courtesy of Siretsu Communications, connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through convergence. Check them today by calling 876-333-1927 or 876-333-1926. Siretsu Communications. We're here to serve you better.
Four Seasons Sports and Equipment, the Sports Closet, now located at shop number 3, Leaders Plaza, Nashville, Mandeville, Manchester. Call them today at 876-613-7429. Cellular phone 876-363-8323 or 876-546-0630. Yes, you asked for it and now you got it. Four Seasons Sports and Equipment. Shop with us for a wide range of sporting goods and equipment. It's Four Seasons Sports and Equipment. Sports Closet you'll never go asking for anymore.
Here is your invitation to join us again tomorrow morning at 6:30 for the NRP Break of Day newscast. Remember too, we invite your feedback to this newscast via WhatsApp text at 876-336-9928 or on any of the platforms that you're listening. We invite you to also subscribe to our YouTube channel at NRP Media JA and click on the notification bell. The same applies to our Facebook pages at NRP Media JA and under the name LEAON Nash. That's Leon Nash. Our radio platform at nrpmediaja.com is always operating 24/7, 365 days per year for your listening pleasure. Join this growing medium. Feel fulfilled and informed. I am Lou Ann Bramwell Shakes for the NRP Evening News. Have a good rest of your evening.